Hello, fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2017, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadia Shah. Thank you for being here. What a month it is. It is a big month, absolutely. So first, that's really big this month is a supercharged, super powerful full moon happening in the first part of the month. And this full moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with work, your work environment, your day job, your coworkers, sometimes your immediate supervisors as well. And it also has to do with the type of assignments that you're doing. There's another understanding of this area of the sky that has to do with your health practices, the little rituals you participate in and day out, and how well you are affirming your own sense of self-love through the small actions you take every day. So let's take it one at a time, because a lot of people out there are going to experience this. A lot of Leos out there are going to experience this in the context of work environment. You can expect changes at this time. I gotta say, and I'm sorry to say, but it's not going to be a surprise, okay? So you don't have to worry about things coming out of nowhere. But if you are in a work environment that includes people who are dramatic, okay? Who you know, like to bring the drama in ways that may be a little unnecessary sometimes, you may experience some of that at this full moon. In fact, if this full moon is anything, it is dramatic. There is a lot of very strong emotion and also power struggle that's indicated with this. Now, the great thing is that you don't have to participate, or you get to participate to the level that feels right for you and not a second, a moment more than that. There's a lot of very powerful energy with this that does speak to a deepening understanding of the work that you're doing, the people that you surround yourself with day in and day out, and how you actually feel about it. Do you like it or not? So this particular full moon has a lot of, you know, make or break. You're either all in or you're out kind of energy. And so if you really are in an environment that you don't want to be in anymore, that will be very evident to you and you will find your exit. If you are in an environment that you do like and you do want to be in, and the people don't normally bring the drama anyways, it's not like that kind of place, then this can be a time where you find yourself just needing to bring your best, needing to bring a lot of energy, and needing to focus more on the work that is to be done. In fact, this could be a time of deadlines, of a need to truly focus to achieve all that you can, or at the very least make the most of each and every moment of the day. Now, this is a full moon with that, as I said, make or break energy. So it could be at this time that a coworker or immediate supervisor leaves, and they will do so in very memorable fashion. So do keep that in mind. But this would very likely be a person where they were dissatisfied for a while. This also, if you are self-employed, you can expect yourself to be looking at the type of tasks you're doing, the type of work you're doing with an eye to making changes, with an eye to working in ways that ultimately help you to create more wealth. And also there may be some very strong-willed clients that show up for you right now. Not new clients. These would be clients that have already been there. And again, ultimately this asks you to bring your very best, and you have it to give. That's the great thing. Now, also with this particular full moon, as I said, there's a health energy part of this, and this is really asking you to focus on self-care and particularly your habits. So if you are someone who is, you know, engaging in a habit that you know isn't good for you, the truth of that is going to be very evident at this time. And the need for change is going to show up very strongly at this time as well. But if you are actively engaging this energy, then this can be a really good time to either like re-implement or really do step up the things that you do to take the best of care of you and to experience some very strong transformation, strong positive results in the process. So there's a lot of power with this full moon, but it does require consciously using it. As with much of the sky, if you use the sky, it doesn't need to use you so much, because you're aware of the energy and you're focusing on how to use it at its very best for the opportunity it is to bring forward your very best. So if all that wasn't enough, yes, we've got that full moon in the early part of the month, but it really is the second part of the month where things go in new directions for you, in very high directions for you at that. Remember how last month, you may want to watch it again, but last month I told you it's about clearing space. It's about understanding what goes, because things are really going to change up very soon. Well, this is where that starts. This is where the change starts. But it's not so much about what's happening just yet, more about what's happening next month. I'll be here to talk about it then, but you may know, because it's all the buzz in the astrology world, next month is eclipse season, and we will have a very powerful eclipse take place in your sign. Again, I'll be here to talk about it then, but suffice it to say, things are changing. You are getting to the truth of yourself. And also next month will also be a big love month for you as well. Again, I'll be here to talk about it then, but this month is hugely important to what transpires then, because this month shows you which way the energy is flowing, which way things are going. This month helps you to get in touch with your truth, helps you to get in touch with where it is you truly feel like you want to begin again, and what it is that you want to begin again. So this is where the first inklings, the first energetic awareness, the first intuition start to show up for you, and it is nothing less than a brand new you. Where is it that you're ready to change something fundamental, some part of your identity? Now, I do remember speaking about this. Actually, I did a video about the nodes moving into Leo and Aquarius, but when we have eclipses, a big part of eclipses really are the activation of the nodes. And when you've got an eclipse in your sign, as you will have coming up next month, it represents a change in your understanding of who you are. This is where who you are starts to show up for you. This is where you are first introduced to the information, to the inclination, to the inspiration, so that you actually can make the bigger changes that are going to set to take place a little further into the summer. So do pay attention now, strive to be open, because the more that you can do that now, the more conscious you can be now, the less dramatic the eclipses need to be next month. Ultimately, eclipses put you on that path towards a more loving vision for your life. They put you on a path, a faded vision for your life, one that in some cases can be very long overdue. The changes that you truly are ready to make, the you that you truly are ready to be. If you already strive to live in that space, it won't be as dramatic, and especially if you listen this month, it doesn't have to really take you by surprise so much next month. It can feel like a natural progression, if a heightened progression coming up very soon. So do pay attention, because who you are is going through a shift, and it starts now. Now, where it comes to matters of love, as I said, next month is a big month in that regard, but this month good things are happening as well. But I would be very careful with workplace romances, workplace flirtations. However innocent they may seem on the surface, there could be a whole lot of stuff going on underneath the surface. Okay, so be very mindful of that. It could be very tempting, whether it is a coworker, immediate supervisor, or even someone who comes around your workplace regularly. The temptation may be there to just throw caution to the wind and see where it takes you, but that could very well be part of what ends up creating that power push-pull. So you want to be a little bit mindful. I would encourage you to do so, because things get messy. Things can be very passionate and then get very messy. So pace yourself. If this is someone you're truly meant to be with, it will work itself out. Just full moon time, be a little bit careful. And if you are somebody who is in an established bond, as I look at this particular sky, because the focus starts to be on you, I feel like you, as you come to understand differently what your heart really wants, what changes you are set to make, chances are you're going to start looking at your partner a little bit differently, either with eyes of much deeper commitment and a desire to make wonderful changes together, or with an eye of admitting to yourself where it is that this isn't working. It is the beginning, and you don't have to change anything until you're good and ready to make those changes, but do pay attention now, because Your heart is going to be showing you something about your truth in every area of life, but especially where it matters most, in your most intimate relationships, but also with yourself. Are you living your truth? Are you truly being yourself? And does your love represent that? Does your relationship represent that truth? If it does, it will be that much more meaningful to you as we move forward. This month is a beautiful month. It is a month of, yes, a lot of energy, a lot of heightened emotions early on, and yet there's you. And that really is where your power is, as you are soon to discover. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video just like this each and every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiashah.com and become one of my superstars. Thank you to all the new superstars who join each and every day. I'm so grateful for you. But yes, you get expanded exclusive video scopes just like this. So videos like this each and every week for your sign by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiashah.com. Thank you so much for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.